Hey, what's up? It's Dave here from the Matt and Dave Show, thanking you for listening and reminding you to like, share, and subscribe if you like what you hear. I think you will, but you know, I'm biased.
He's Dave. I'm Matt. And this is the Matt and Dave Show. What's so funny?
Did you just dramatic head turn to go do that?
No, dude.
Is there like a... He's Dave. I'm Matt.
All right, that is what I did, but it was because, okay, so we were just sitting here talking about, before you hit record, about how tired I was. And I'm looking off into the corner and staring at your books. And you didn't say, okay, we're going. You just started playing the music. So I'm still like zoning out, but I hear the music, and then like that thing just kicks on. Like that performer thing, like, hey, you gotta go.
Oh shit, it's on.
That's that, and hence the quick head turn, because I realized that was my cue. So it's like when you fall asleep and you have that dream about being on stage and you're naked, or being on stage and you don't know what you're supposed to be doing because
I've never had that dream.
Are you serious?
I've never had.
You've never had the two dreams: the one where you're on stage naked, or the one that you are supposed to go on stage, be in the show, and you haven't ever been part of the rehearsal. You don't know the show. You don't know what you're supposed to do, but you're thrown out on stage.
Never had that dream.
You've never had those?
I've never had that dream.
Damn.
Yeah.
What's it like to be you?
It's bad.
Yeah.
Mostly bad.
Wow.
Yeah, I've had some really fucked up dreams, but I've just never had that one.
Well, I would assume that much just knowing you.
Yeah, that's fair. But
And
yeah,
knowing
no,
you, yeah.
I've never had that. Like, that's never been. It's just never really an overwhelming fear of mine for it to like. Here's the thing. Like, I love the idea of like someone like, hey, I realize you've never done any of this before, but it's your time now. I need you to go on stage and fake your way through this entire thing. Like, that makes me so happy.
Are my eye rolls loud enough?
I can hear them.
I mean,
I can hear
would hope
them.
that people would.
The naked thing would definitely be an issue. I'm not gonna lie. Like, for the audience and me.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
I
Like,
can't believe you never had those dreams.
I've never had those dreams.
Wow.
I mean, I'm cognizant of how I look. Like, you're not gonna cast me for that. I'm not gonna do Equus anytime soon.
It's true.
No one's gonna be like,
Hair, maybe full Monty.
no.
I don't know.
Full Monty I could do, but you're supposed to be ugly for Full Monty.
True. Yeah. 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 We would shoot right to the top of that list.
Yep. I'm like, well, we need a real. I think the pudgy guy's name is Dave in that show
Is
too.
it really?
I think it is.
Wow.
Someone asked me to do that. They're like, hey, we need a Dave. He's kind of pudgy, and his name's Dave. So I thought of you.
Wow. That's what a compliment.
Well, hey, you know what? It's nice to be asked.
Yeah. We need somebody unattractive and pudgy to play this part, and he just happens to be your name. So, I thought of you.
What do you think?
What do you think?
I'm in.
What do you think, you unattractive, pudgy bastard?
Not even the fourth time I've heard that today.
Today?
Today.
God damn.
Nah, people beat me down, man.
Wow.
People beat me down. You know why? Because I'm cocky. And I deserve it.
You are. God, it drives me nuts.
Yeah.
It's not so much that you're cocky. That I can live with. It's the fact that everybody just accepts that about you, and they love it.
Oh, he's so cocky.
Do you guys not see what he's doing? Do you not hear what he's doing? He is openly mocking you to your face, and you're just laughing and giving him hugs. You're encouraging it. I really do sit back and go, and just watch people like interact with you and go, do you even know what he's doing? Like, come on.
But I don't mean it.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Most of the time, you don't.
I would say a good 98% of the time.
I would say 90%. I'll give you 90. But that's about.
Yeah, I'd say nine times out of 10. I don't mean.
Which is why you get away with the 10%.
Yeah,
because they can't tell the difference.
Yeah,
which is part of your plan, isn't it?
It's all coming together.
Jeez.
It's all coming together. Fresh victims from my ever-going army of the undead. Sir, you have to let go of the button. Oh, son of a bitch!
Nice. That's good. You working on your Simpsons?
No. I don't even know who does. I think it's Hank Azaria that does Burns.
No.
Is it not?
I think Harry Shearer does both of them.
Oh, Harry Shearer.
He does Mr. Burns and Smithers.
Yeah. Well, he did, because he explained how he did Burns.
Mm-hmm.
And all Burns is just overpronouncing your consonants. I'm overpronouncing my consonants.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all that he's like. I mean, plus the affectation on the vowel. But it's a screensaver.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna like have a seizure here in a second. Good Lord.
Yeah, it's actually it's a fake Apple IIe screensaver. So it runs old Apple IIe code.
I see that.
Yeah, it freaked my wife out the first time she saw it. So I have a second computer that I run a Linux box on, and Linux has some really cool shit because it's not Windows.
Right.
And so they have a fake Apple IIe, and it just runs scripts, like fake looking old basic Apple II scripts. It freaked the hell out of Devin when she saw it. She's like, "Oh my god, we're getting hacked."
Because it moves itself. Yeah,
it looks like you're getting movie hacked.
Yeah.
Like somebody's like beep, 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 in your system, hacksering your drives and such.
Right.
They're getting one of them Gibsons.
Nice.
Hack the planet.
Hack the planet.
You want to talk about a movie that doesn't hold up?
Hackers?
Yes.
It's still fun to watch, though.
Oh, it's a great, it's a
I'll watch
fun
the
movie.
I watch the movie now, and it's still fun.
It's still fun, but
with their screens that are like smaller than cell phones these days.
Right. And they're talking about, oh man, 500K. Like, you know what I mean?
When he gets all like turned on by like the 500K.
Oh, give me one of them Gibsons, baby.
Ooh,
yeah. Like, but none of those movies ever hold up. Like, if you ever adhere yourself to a technology, like it's really important to the movie, it's not going to hold up
like
at all.
War games.
Yeah. Well, War
Would you
games.
like to play a game of chess?
War games works because we haven't gotten to that yet. Like true creepy AI.
Have you seen that fucking robot that can talk and think for itself?
Yes, I understand.
What's her name? Sophia?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yep, Sophia.
God, creepy as fuck.
Yeah. We're getting there, but we haven't gotten there. But once we get there, then it won't hold up anymore.
Like I see Sophia and I just want to like knock her out.
Wow, freaks you out?
Let's not use that like as a soundbite too, by the way.
I see Sophia.
We're talking about the robot, Sophia. It freaks me out, man.
Yeah.
It's like Terminator come to life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, don't teach the robots to think for themselves. That's a bad idea.
You know, there are a lot of people that are in your court in that.
Oh, I know. But there are a lot of people who think the other way, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know.
Well, it's one of those things like, I mean, any big new invention, you're like, oh, it'll be fine. And everybody thinks it's worse than it is. Like Nobel, the guy that invented dynamite.
Yeah.
The reason he made the Nobel Peace Prize is because he thought he created the like world-ending weapon.
Right.
He's like, I've blown up the planet. Like now I'm going to be known as the guy that made the stuff that blew up the fucking planet. Like this is it. I got to figure something. Oh, Peace Prize. Yes, my name will forever be associated with peace, not fucking TNT.
It's too bad that John Hammond couldn't do that before he died in the Jurassic Park series.
Oh, yeah. The John Hammond not creating fucking monsters from dead DNA
Because
prize?
if he was alive today and he saw Fallen Kingdom, he'd be like, fuck.
Not good?
The movie. No, I'm talking about like what happens in the movie. But yeah, the movie itself is... The movie itself is...
Wow. But you were pretty pre-shitting on this one.
I was. And I was right.
That must be hard.
No, listen, I think that, here's the thing. For what it is, it's fine.
Yeah.
Is
it better than, what was the other one, Lost World? The previous reboot?
So this movie is like the last 20 minutes of Lost World.
Oh, okay.
But it's pretty much the same. They go in, they try to, they go in there thinking one thing, and it turns out that they're trying to,
do another thing
to make money, and like it's
right.
But okay, so my first critique of the movie is all of the great moments from the movie were in the trailer, and I know that we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
But, you guys can sell a movie, especially Jurassic Park, without showing the great moments of the movie.
Yeah.
The iconic, what should be iconic moments, and specifically I'm talking about the volcano erupting.
Yes.
And that ball falling into the water and then all the dinosaurs falling in after.
Yeah.
Like that's a really cool thing to see. I don't think we needed to see that in the trailer.
Yeah.
Because all of those other moments were like, like them getting stuck and the Tyrannosaurus coming and saving them again. Like that was in the thing. Him jumping through, him having the Indiana Jones moment and jumping through the Tyrannosaurus's mouth just the last second. Like those are all really cool moments that I saw in the trailer. So there really wasn't anything new for me to see in the movie. I knew that the Raptor Blue was going to come and help him save the day, and like all of these things. So that's my critique. Like, just once again, please stop throwing like the
everything.
Iconic. Yeah, you put stuff in the trailer, but save a couple, like one or two iconic moments for the movie itself.
Well, there was I saw a lot of postmortems about Ragnarok, and people were like, "Man, they threw away that Hulk reveal."
They did.
Like, because it's so like you don't. I mean, unless you know it's coming.
Yeah.
The green pops of smoke and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I feel comfortable talking about it, like because it was in the trailer. Yeah. Right. Like otherwise, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like I would be like, no, like this is a great moment. Like this is a great surprise for you, and like to have Hulk like pop out, and then it's fucking. It's Planet Hulk, like it's Gladiator Hulk, and you're like, oh god, that's like, you can hear the collective groan of dorks everywhere.
Yeah,
as climax has been reached.
Yeah.
But no, they gave it away in the trailer, and you could argue that that probably put a couple more butts in seats.
And that was what I was going to say. That probably did. It probably did. Like if you could have gone and said that, it would have been hard for them to hide the fact that Mark Ruffalo was in that movie.
Right, but he could have done anything in that movie. He could have been like, a calm thing, hey.
But they announced it like right away. I mean, they had when they were filming, they had the Hulk armor at Comic-Con.
Yeah,
So they're. But again, you look at something like I think they needed it with Ragnarok because Dark World did so poorly.
That's fair. And
and that might have been one of the reasons why they put Hulk in it, because they needed as much help as they could to really, really oversell Thor, and they did. And it was a great, successful movie, and
very successful.
I loved it. It was fun.
Yep.
The friend from work joke probably could have said, like, even with the reveal, there's a lot that they could have done without that. I don't know. We'll see. But getting back to Jurassic Park, I mean, so that's the first part of my critique. I want to say criticism, but critique is better.
Critique is nicer. It's a nicer way to shit on something.
But I can see why some people are liking it. I can see why some people are hating it. I'm trying to take more of a stance of I try to see the positives of things.
No, that's fair.
But this movie, like, there was something about it that was missing. I think there was too much going on. You know what it is for me? I remember seeing the first Jurassic Park movie.
Yes.
Back 1992.
Did you ever read the books?
I have.
Okay.
I did not read the books until after the movie.
Yeah.
But I read both of them.
Yeah. Okay.
I've read, and I like how different The Lost World is. The book is, I know people say all the time, but the book for Lost World is so much better than the movie.
Yeah.
And the character of Sarah, that's Julianne Moore's character.
Yeah.
So much better.
Yeah.
She's like younger, like one of his students, or like just graduated or something like that. So the dynamic is weird.
Yeah.
She's closer to the kid character. Yeah. She's feisty. It was just better. I liked it a lot better. And then there are some really great moments in the original Jurassic Park novel that didn't make to the movie that were fantastic.
Well, I mean,
the waterfall. I think there was a waterfall.
Yeah. And they killed off a bunch of characters too that did not make it in the movie.
No, they didn't. But so I remember seeing the first Jurassic Park, and it was just so magical. Remember that like first scene? Like where they're looking and they see that herd of what were they, brachiosaurs?
Yep.
Like it's just like magical moments, and then you've got the foot, the T-Rex foot in the mud, and just all the suspense,
the glass shaking.
Yeah,
they really teased the reveals.
Yeah,
it wasn't just like, you want dinosaurs? Well, here's the fucking dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Basket of dinosaurs.
So it's funny that you said it like that, because that's kind of what they did in this current movie.
Sure.
And it's gotten to be where I would classify the first Jurassic Park as like a fantasy adventure.
Okay.
Based on like real science.
Yep.
And now I would say that it's very funny.
Thank you.
I would say that it's become Fallen Kingdom has become more of a cheesy B sci-fi.
Okay.
You've got, the ridiculousness of weaponizing dinosaurs.
Yep.
You've got the evil business guy and the really like all of these, you have like gang members and dude, it gets crazy. Yeah. Well, I don't think that it's not spoiler to tell you that they're bringing the dinosaurs off the island and they're auctioning them off.
Yeah. No, that's in the
right. And they want to auction them off, and so like they like all these like people, like, you know, the Russian mobsters are coming. They want the big, right. They want to use the dinosaurs to, you know, in their fucking gang,
right?
Like to as pets, and there are,
right,
and then
right.
they bring people who are like trophy hunters who want the big ones, who want to hunt them, like release and hunt them. It's like, you know, so it's just really, really cheesy. And then there's this whole scene where, again, I think this was in the trailer, like where they reveal all of the dinosaurs and they're in cages, and they you know, there's this it's a dark room, but it's like this white
cascade,
looks like a runway
path.
Yeah. Where they slowly bring out the, you know, the caged dinosaurs, and, you know, now they've taken the dinosaur from the last movie, who was like a mix of
the Indominus Rex,
the Indominus Rex, who was a T-Rex Velociraptor mix, and now it's even more dangerous because it's an Indominus and a Velociraptor. So now it's even the more dangerous than the last one, more dangerous than the one before that, more dangerous than the one before that, and, you know, and now it can think really well, and it can do this and it can do that, but, like, my goodness, it's gotten really, really cheesy. It's too much. I actually would have preferred it to be more of a, they really only spend about 20, 30 minutes on the island getting the dinosaurs off. After that, it's all takes place in this mansion.
Interesting.
It's really, really interesting. I mean, interesting isn't even the right word for it. It's really... I feel like I don't know why you went that direction with it. I guess maybe it was like, okay, we've been on the island now for 4 movies. We can't possibly do it again, but it's Jurassic Park, so we have to go there. Let's at least get there and then give a reason why we're not there anymore. I could see it. I could see why you wanted to do that. But I really would have preferred it to be more of a race against time. Like, we got to get everybody off of the dinosaur, like, we have to get them off the island before the volcano explodes. Right. That makes sense, because it started off like, you know, where the Claire character, that's Bryce Dallas Howard's character, is, you know, she is like lobbying to save the dinosaurs. That's how, I mean, the movie starts with everybody knows the volcano is going to explode and the dinosaurs are in trouble. Right. We live in a world where everybody's accepted dinosaurs exist on this island, and that's it. Right. But now they're in danger. What do? Do we let them live? Do we help them? Do we save them? Right. Do we interfere again with, you know, God and nature? Or do we let them be? Do we let them die off like they're supposed to be? Like nature is intending them to yet again. Right. So it was an interesting, like, I was like, okay, I'm into this. Right. I can see where this is going.
There's some moments there. There's some complications.
Like
there's some nuance.
There's like a there's a message there that they want to play with.
It's a little gray area.
It is.
Actually, that, like, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's interesting.
That's interesting.
It is. It was interesting. I was like, all right, let's see some of this. And then, you know, so they go to the island, and there are these B characters. And, okay, so I'm getting Lost World. Okay, I get it. All right, you kind of rehash the first movie with, you know, the Lost World, or with Jurassic World. Yeah. Now you're rehashing, you know, Lost World with Fallen Kingdom. I get you. I got you. I'm with you. And then they, like, 30 minutes later, they're off the island. And then they're in this mansion. And I was like, really? Dinosaurs mansion. And they're just, okay, all right, well, this is it now. So it just got really hokey. It got really silly acting, silly. You know, I felt bad for Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, because they didn't really have much to do other than run around. You know, there was no argument about. It's like they're dumbing it down. They are dumbing it down, and I'm curious to see what's going to happen in the third. I won't spoil the end for you, but with the way that it ended, I wonder where they're going to be able to go from here. Right. You know, like it's almost kind of turning into like a Planet of the Apes type deal, where it's going to be completely different. Like, you remember the new Planet of the Apes? Yes. With James Franco. Yes. You know, it's like, okay, it's our world. And now there is a monkey who is smart, and these monkeys are, you know, okay, so there's this virus.
The old one went that way too.
Right, there's this virus, and okay, now I see how this happens. Now we're taking this with Jurassic Park. Now what's going to happen next? Right. You know? All right. So I don't know. I would, but again, I go back to what I was saying, like if John Hammond was alive to see what what had become of his creation.
Yeah.
He just wanted to create a park where kids would ooh and ah and see all the magical dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And now they're killing people.
That's how it all starts, and then comes the running.
You know,
and
your
the
boy, though,
screaming.
your boy is getting more ridiculous.
Of course he is.
BD Wong.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, he's even more, like, I remember
More
his, like,
over the top.
remember his bit part in the first movie?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, yeah, these are great. Oh, yeah, I'm just a regular, I'm a background scientist guy. Ha, ha,
Yeah.
ha, ha. And in the last movie, he was like, oh, hey, that's how we're tying it back to the first movie. And he was just a little bit over the top. This time, he's full, like, he's a caricature. Like, he's a total cartoon character.
You know what?
It's kind of ridiculous.
Sometimes you got to make those payments on that castle in Scotland.
I'm not faulting him.
Yeah.
Dude, if you can book a job in Jurassic Park,
Sure. Book it.
book it.
Yep.
And if they tell you to be a cartoon character, you be a cartoon character.
You be the best damn cartoon character that you can be.
Because you're still going to work after this.
Yeah. No, I agree. Dude, I mean, his turn on Mr. Robot is my favorite.
I still need to watch that.
Dude, it's so good. It's so good. His character is so fucking cool.
Mhm.
It's such a cool character.
Mhm.
So, I mean, yeah, you're going to do these. He's doing some art shit. So, yeah, pay the bills, whatever.
Absolutely.
I'm an
absolutely.
evil geneticist. He-Man.
It's like the Liam Neeson career. You can do like the crazy, like stupid things, but then you do Schindler's List as well.
Right.
I would love a career like that.
Yeah.
We'll go off do some goofy comedies with just friends, and then do my like
Right.
Oscar.
Do your fucking your Family Guy fucking Western,
There you
and
go.
then do Schindler's List on top of it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well, it sounds to me like they were trying to go the Aliens route with it. Like you had Alien, which
Yeah.
is a scary movie.
Yep.
A singular,
Yeah.
like suspensey, like
Mhm.
oh, what the fuck? It's one. There it is. You don't see it. It's
True.
there. It's in the darkness. The darkness is the alien.
Right.
Tubes and shit. Fuck it. And then you're like, aliens. Fuck it. We're going in.
Right.
Blah, 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 fucking guns
Right.
blazing.
And
shit
people
flying.
like Aliens more than Alien.
People, I would say, I wouldn't say people liked it more. I mean, it just drew a different crowd because it's a different movie,
Okay.
like a vastly different movie.
Okay.
But I mean, that sounds like, if you genre hop,
Mhm.
then maybe like let's see how that happens. But I don't.
But then you get to Alien Resurrection, and you have a clone of Ripley playing basketball.
I fucking love that movie.
You do really?
I'm not
Because
supposed
it's so
to.
silly.
I'm not supposed to. Well, here's the reason I like that movie. And I'm probably one of the few human beings on this planet that actually enjoyed that movie. I don't like the end. I don't like the fucking floppy-titted alien thing, baby. That's weird. But outside of that, like I love the crew dynamic of it. Like it's kind of like a shitty heist movie gone wrong. And it's I believe it's Jean-Pierre Jeunet, the guy that did City of Lost Children. And it's like the whole cast from City of Lost Children reunited with Michael Wincott in the lead. And I fucking love Michael
That's
Wincott.
true, yeah.
That guy, I mean, he's done some terrible movies. And I love them just because he's such a shitty person.
Right.
In whatever character he plays as like the shittiest version of that human being
Mhm.
possible. I've never seen him be nice. Even when he's the nice character, like even when he's the hero saving the day, he is like a dick.
What movie was that?
Not Valerium.
I didn't see Valerium.
I think it was one of those like I think it was he plays like it's basically Escape from New York,
Mm-hmm.
set in space.
Okay.
And he play it's
Valerium.
it might not have been Valerium, it might have a different name, but it's one of Luc Besson's.
Okay. The newest one?
Not the newest one, the one right before that. He's got to rescue the president's daughter and shit like that. It really is like a fucking just.
Oh, you talking? Wasn't that
It wasn't Valerium.
No, it wasn't. But wasn't that Gerard Butler in that?
Was he in that?
I think so.
He might have been the
Was
bad
it
guy.
Lockup or Lockout?
Yeah, Lockdown or something like that.
Lockdown, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a prison in space.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that is really ridiculous.
Yeah.
That does sound like a B movie, doesn't it?
It is. It's totally like fucking, it's like Moon 44 was like a better movie than that. And Moon 44 is a terrible movie.
It is a terrible movie.
It's a terrible movie. But like I like the guy. Like I'll like and watch him in anything. Right. But it did. It had that cool like crew dynamic. You got like a real badass version of Ripley. You got fucking blah blah. You know, everybody had their own little like niche and skill. Like one guy was really good with guns. Ron Perlman's just badass, and Ron Perlman. You know, I liked it. I won't say that it was good. Right. I'll say that I liked it.
I'm sure there will be people who will feel that way about Fallen Kingdom as well.
Yeah.
And I will say this: if it was not for,
Bryce Dallas Howard.
No.
Yeah. Jeff Goldblum.
Thank you.
Yes.
Wow. It's gone.
Yeah.
Just gone. If it wasn't for Jeff Goldblum and his little bits, kind of bookend the movie.
Yep.
I think that brought some legitimacy to the story.
Yeah.
With his regards. And basically what you see in the trailer is what he does. That's it.
Right.
He's just there. He maybe spent like a day or two on this movie.
Right. Just, he's there to go, to give you the full, like, yes.
Right.
Ian Malcolm. It's all going to go bad. Oh, I'm right. Oh,
right.
Hey.
Yeah. But I mean, basically that's what happens. Like, they're talking about like whether or not the U.S. should be involved in helping rescue these. And he's testifying. And saying, he's saying like, he's basically saying the same thing he said in the first movie, but it kind of brings it back and kind of legitimizes the story and what they're talking about, what they're doing. So they were smart in bringing him in, if only to just kind of ground the silliness. And he really does that. And let me say this too.
It's so weird that he's the grounding of the silliness.
Isn't it really?
Yeah. A fucking melty stick.
If you see this movie.
Yes.
And you don't walk out going, I have to see Chris Pratt as Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know who you are.
Really?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely.
He'd be a good Indiana Jones?
Absolutely, he'd be a great Indiana Jones. Dude, scrap this Indy 5 bullshit that you guys have going on right now.
Right.
When you're not even going to start filming for another year and a half, and Harrison Ford will be like 82.
Right.
You get yourself Chris Pratt to be Indiana Jones.
All right.
Cast Chris Pratt to be Harrison Ford's. Have him be whoever Shia LaBeouf was in the last movie.
Mutt Lang?
Whatever his name was.
But I haven't even seen that
Have
movie.
him pass the whip over to Chris Pratt. Because I swear to God, like, just he's got the charisma. He's got that. He had a little bit gruffness to his the character he plays. I think his name is. What is his name? I forget what the character name
Doesn't matter.
But his character from Jurassic World. He's kind of got that Chris Pratt humor, the kind of the lovable loser thing to him.
Sure.
The Star-Lord thing, but he does have like a gruff and like I could really see him playing.
You could see him pulling it off.
Absolutely,
really?
and I would be the first person in line to see that movie.
Oh yeah,
seriously, like I think that he would be a great person to take it on and do like 3 or 4 films, and then let's just make Indiana Jones the American James Bond.
Right, you just keep recasting Indiana Jones.
I think you totally could do that, but now is the time.
Yeah,
I think you need to just listen, just stop. You guys can't get your shit together. You know that they're having problems with the story again.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. They announced it. They signed on. Spielberg's like, I'm going to do it. That's going to be my next movie. Harrison Ford's like, sure, I'll do it.
Sure, I'll do it. That is such a Harrison Ford thing.
Right, exactly.
Harrison Ford's like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Yeah, whatever. How much? Fuck it.
Whatever. I do it because I want to.
Yeah.
He's the original I do what I want.
Truly,
Truly.
I'll do what I want.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so and now they're having all these issues and they can't agree on the story, so now they're having to go back and somebody else is writing the story. It's the guys who wrote so Lawrence Kasdan, is that who wrote
Kasdan?
Empire?
Yes.
Okay, so
Lawrence
he
Kasdan.
and his son wrote Solo.
Yes.
And now his son is the one who's taking a crack at the next Indiana Jones script.
All right.
And I think that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Obviously, he has experience writing for Harrison Ford type characters.
Yes.
So let's just kind of keep the train moving. Don't worry about what Solo did because Star Wars fans are the worst.
Yeah.
Literally the worst.
Literally the worst.
And I say this as a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
let's keep rolling with the young Harrison Ford kind of thing, and let's roll into a new Indiana Jones.
I agree. I'm fine with this.
I'm fine with this. I think there are many, many more archaeological adventures that we could see during the Nazi era.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, give me fucking pre-Nazi Indiana Jones.
Oh, true.
Dude, like, I watched the series.
The Young Adventures of Young Indiana Jones?
Yeah, Young Indiana Jones. I mean, some of that shit was really cheesy. Like, you don't even have to get that cheesy because you're not trying to fill 18 hours of content.
It's true.
Like, there's some good stories that could be told. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the shit out of it. So, have we talked about the Solo backlash stuff? Did we already go over that? Speaking of Star Wars fans being like absolute shitbags.
How they're how they're canceling all these movies? Yeah. I don't know if we talked about it or not, but they're canceling the standalone Star Wars movies.
Which
I don't know if it's not confirmed, though. Like,
well,
they're still doing... Okay, so here's what I know.
Oh, tell me what you know.
I know...
You're always plugged into the shit, and
I know that they are definitely doing Rian Johnson's new trilogy.
Yes. Which isn't a standalone one.
Which is funny because I would think that would be the first thing they would cancel.
Right.
Given the
vitriol.
Right. Like, I mean, it's gotten so bad that, like, there are other directors on Twitter going, you guys fucking suck. This is why our jobs are the worst. This is why this is literally like a nightmare for us.
Oh, well, the fucking campaign on Twitter? I know we didn't talk about that.
We did not talk about the campaign on Twitter.
Oh, fuck those guys. Fuck those guys with a fucking meat hook.
And fuck anybody who donates money. Okay, so there is a campaign on Twitter to raise money to reshoot The Last Jedi.
Yep.
To give, like, they're gonna try to raise like $200 million.
Yep.
To give to Lucasfilm.
Yep.
To reshoot The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And people are doing this. I don't know how much they have raised right now.
I don't know either.
And I don't think it's a GoFundMe. Like, I think it's like somebody who's like super duper rich. Or says he's super duper rich and he's going to give it this money.
Tommy Wiseau. Tommy Wiseau will fund the new Last Jedi movie.
Probably. Oh, but only if he can star as Princess Leia.
Yes. Oh, my God.
Or General Leia, I'm sorry.
I would watch it.
Oh, I would watch anything with him. You know what's, side note, what's really funny? Jordan has picked up on all of the room sayings.
Oh.
My 15-year-old son has, like, he'll say, I did not, like, all the time. I did not hit her.
I did not.
And he does it pretty well.
Yeah?
He does it pretty well. I don't know where I think it's a meme. That's, like,
yeah,
that's
they're all memes, yeah.
They don't know the source material, but they know the bits
memes.
From the memes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he knows. I keep telling him, like, look, I'm not officially telling you to watch The Room because there's some questionable material that I don't think a 15-year-old should see.
Yeah.
But if you happen to come upon it,
we can talk about it. We can talk about it after it happens.
Watch The Disaster Artist because I think he actually wanted to go see The Disaster Artist when it was in theaters. I don't know why. I did not.
Anyway, yes.
Going back to Star Wars. Yeah, so there are people trying to raise money to reshoot The Last Jedi because they want a movie that they can, the movie that they think that they deserve. You know, and I think it was I was reading somebody. I think it was James Gunn, director of Guardians of the Galaxy movies. And all around awesome dude.
Yes, agreed.
From what I can tell from what I've seen and heard of him. I think it was him that says, like, you know, Star Wars doesn't belong to you.
No.
The fans. It doesn't belong to anyone. You know, other than, you know, well, I mean, Disney.
Right.
You know, so, like, these properties, like, they're telling stories that they want to tell. Like, let them tell their stories. Get it out of your head that
you're owed anything.
You're owed anything. You're not owed anything as a fan. Like, you can be a fan, you can be a super fan, you can love something so much, but it's not up to Lucasfilm or Disney or Rian Johnson or, you know, Daisy Ridley or any of those guys to give you anything. Like, they're doing a job, they're creating art, these are the stories that they want to tell. And if you don't like them, don't watch them.
Yeah.
Certainly don't pitch a fit so much that you want to raise $200 million to try to convince somebody to remake a movie for you.
Sure.
Go out and make your own movie.
Right. Seriously.
That's what Kevin Smith would tell you.
Yeah.
Make your own fucking movie.
Make your own fucking movie. I agree.
There's plenty of great, like, fan Star Wars films out there. You want to take your $200 million and go make your sequel to The Force Awakens.
Right.
That's what you want.
Well, I think of it in terms of being a musician. Like, as a guy who's been in, like, numerous bands, like, You're not going to like all the songs that I do.
Sure.
You're never going to like all the songs that I do.
There are a lot of bands that I like that I don't like all their songs.
Right. No, you're not going to like all the songs. Not all albums are Tragic Kingdom, which was really just a fucking hit machine. Tragic Kingdom and Jagged Little Pill. Like, everything on that thing was a fucking hit. But yeah, it's just, you're not going to like all of it. But you know what? You're not going to fucking raise money and petition me to like, rewrite a song. You're not going to redo the chords and redo the lyrics and like, oh, I made a better song. This is how you should play it. Like, this is how the song should be. Because you wrote a fucking crap song.
But there are some people who would do that.
Now, yes.
Sure.
But I mean, but like, it sounds insane because you are an insane person for suggesting it. Like, you're just going to not like the song, and then you're going to only glom onto the songs that you fucking like. That's the way it works.
Yeah.
That's the way it works in music.
Yeah.
Some things you like, some things you don't.
Sure.
Some things other people like, some things you don't. You don't dislike an artist because one of their songs was bad.
Right.
You're not like, I'm never going to listen to them again. I'm going to boycott fucking social justice warrior bullshit. I'm going to cause one of their keyboard players to leave Instagram.
You know, it is funny because I see what you did there.
Thank you.
You know, it is funny because I think of that too. Like some of the bands that I used to like when I was like a teenager, their sound, they have grown, they have evolved.
Sure.
And we have not grown. Obviously, I think when you like a piece of music or when you like something, especially when you're in your younger years, it's because it speaks to you in a certain way.
Yes.
You know, and because the artist, you know, wrote a song because they were feeling a certain way and it matches.
Yes.
And, you know, you grow in your life and they grow in their lives and they have other things that they want to say and they find new sounds and new whatever. And you go off and do your own thing. And I think you can kind of veer away from each other.
Yes.
There are plenty of bands that I loved when I was in high school that are still making music today.
Yes.
That have gotten so far off of what I loved about them that I don't listen to them anymore.
No.
But I still have those
You
original
still love
albums.
the original things.
Yeah, and
It's
it
not-
doesn't change them at all.
It isn't tainted.
No, it's not tainted at all.
Like, you know, I like Def Leppard. I don't like new Def Leppard.
No.
It's not good.
No.
It's not for me. It's not what I originally liked about
Mhm.
that. I am not going to write an angry missive telling them they need to get back to their original sound and that they
Right.
suck now and da-da. No.
Yep.
I'm just going to enjoy the Def Leppard that I enjoy and you know, move the fuck on with my life.
Mhm.
Because I'd sound like an idiot. I would sound like a fucking moron yelling at Def Leppard for, you know.
Well, it's just like all these guys on Twitter yelling at Disney
I
and
know.
Lucasfilm.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, like, you still have the original trilogy. You will always have the original trilogy. We know what happens at the beginning of A New Hope, and we know what happens at Return of the Jedi. If you don't like it, then create your own. Come up with your own fantasies.
Right.
You know, it's there. You can do it. You have the technology. It's fine. Go back and read the old EU, all the old books. You know, maybe that's what you grew up and you still have those books. You still have that
Right.
to you can be your reality of
Right.
the storytelling. It's fine.
It's not like it's new Coke. It's not like they're replacing
Right.
Coke with a new thing and
Exactly.
you don't like it and you can't get old Coke anymore.
Exactly.
And it's no. All this shit that you love is still there. Listen to it.
Right.
Fucking jack off to it. I don't care.
Mhm.
But like, don't ruin the new stuff. Some people like the new stuff,
Mhm.
and some people aren't you.
Mhm.
God, I think it's because people are shitty and selfish.
Your stance, your what?
Right?
Let me try that again.
One more time.
Your stance on the Michael Bay Transformers movie, I think, is a perfect example of that.
Hmm.
You don't see them. You don't watch them.
No.
You know they're going to be crap.
Yes.
You don't sit around saying Transformer movie ruined my childhood because
No.
they killed the original, you know, the original series.
Sure.
You grew up watching Transformers,
Yep.
playing with Transformers,
Yep.
Autobots in disguise.
Yeah. You're right.
To you, that's what you have. It's
Yeah.
fine. You know, we talked about this last week, like with Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood or whatever, whatever it is. Like it's not the same as Mr. Rogers. You know, it's different. It's a cartoon. It's, you know, it's kind of younger. It's
Mhm.
preschool age. Whereas I felt Mr. Rogers was good up until well, I mean, some of us should still be watching Mr.
Still
Rogers.
be watching Mr. Rogers. Agreed.
You know?
Agreed.
But like that's for the kids. We still have the original. Like we still have that. That's
Right.
fine. You don't
Yeah.
need to.
It's
You know,
not gone.
right? I don't.
Yeah.
I do not think that anything like. Listen, the G.I. Joe movies sucked, but you know
Yes.
what? I still have the G.I. Joe movie, the cartoon movie where
Yeah.
Duke gets a snake through the heart, and I watched
Yeah.
that as often as I can, and it's great.
Yo, Joe.
Exactly. You know.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I watch the Toys That Made Us on Netflix,
Yeah.
and they talked about on the Transformers episode, they talked about the movie and how it was really dumb for them to decide that they were going to kill Optimus Prime off within the first like 10 minutes of the movie.
Right.
They talk about it for like 5-10 minutes about how like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have done that. That was kind of a serious thing. And this is a movie for kids who are watching this television show.
Well, they did it in the cartoon.
They did it in the cartoon, but after the movie.
Yeah.
The movie was like, people were going to the movie like, yeah. And then they killed off Optimus Prime.
You're talking about the original cartoon movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like one of the new
no, I'm
ones.
not talking about the new movies.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the original.
No, I
like,
agree. I don't know, man. I like that part. Like,
no, I did too.
But you're right, from a toy standpoint.
From a toy standpoint, exactly.
But people have bought a lot of Rodimus Prime shit.
It's true. And he's still popular today.
Yeah.
But I think it was more of like the looking back.
Right, yeah. In
hindsight,
retrospect.
Yeah. Speaking of Transformers and the movies and you not liking them and throwing back to the old school childhood, have you seen the trailer for Bumblebee?
We did. We talked about this.
Did we talk about it?
Yeah.
What did you think? Did you?
Oh, dude, I'm mildly excited.
So we went to see Ant-Man yesterday.
Oh. Do you want to talk about that too?
We can. I mean, I don't really know what to say without spoiling it.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough. I can say a couple of things.
All right. But you went and saw Ant-Man.
I went and saw Ant-Man. They played the Bumblebee trailer again before the movie. It was just Jordan and I, who haven't actually two of us gone to see a movie in a while. But we went to see the movie, and I was like, man, this is so, like, this is spot on. Like, I even got a chance to see Starscream like transform, and like even his head is shaped the same way.
Yeah.
Like, we talk about how you don't have to service the fans, but I really do appreciate the fact that they're kind of servicing the fans.
They'll throw you some nuggets, though.
They threw me some nuggets. Like Bumblebee, they did a really great job of the design of what I've seen so far. Like he's very much the body of the original Bumblebee with the head of the new Bumblebee.
Sure.
And he has kind of like the same shape, but they did a really good job. I really wish that's how they would have done it in the original movies.
Sure.
You know, like I understand, like you want it to be cool, you want to be hip, you want to be alien robots. I get it. Yeah. But I really appreciate the fact that they're kind of throwing it back old school. And I love this concept of like having all these movies set in periods, like in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Before like cell phones.
Well, and it allows you, I mean, really, like putting a movie in the 80s and 90s really allows you to explore certain things. Like, you know, a lot of problems can be solved with a cell phone.
Yes.
Like instantly solved with a cell phone.
Absolutely.
Like a lot of 80s and 90s movies plots they just wouldn't work because they'd be like, oh, hold on. Oh, it turns out that is the mass of that object. All right, well, let's not touch it and go.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like the power of having all the information on the planet available in your hand is kind of a plot killer. Mm-hmm. Truly. Like you have to be globally stupid now in order to not buy a lot of things. Like categorically dumb and off the grid. But yeah, setting a movie in a period allows that. Like, you know, you see a giant robot and it's still a thing. It's why Iron Giant worked. They set it in the 50s. Like Red Scare is a thing. You're like, is it the Soviets? Is it you? You know, like you don't know, and it's not going to be like automatically broadcast over the news. You know what I mean? Like there's not going to be 52 cell phone videos of, you know, Vin Diesel eating a car immediately. Like, and it works. And it allows you to tap into the nostalgia of people. It allows you to tap into like, you know, a specific style of things like that X-Men First Class, like setting it in the 60s like that. Really allowed you to.
It was a really good movie too.
Yeah. And it worked. Mm-hmm. Everything about that movie worked. It allowed you to play up the World War II aspect. Yep. Like you bought that, you know, Magneto was, you know, a child in World War II because it was set in 1960. You're like, you're not trying to like, how old is he really? Is he 140? You know what I mean? Like you buy it. You absolutely buy it. And I think, you know, I'm sure it'll be overused and I'm sure it'll be bad at some point.
Sure, absolutely.
But as of right now,
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
They're you know, they're redoing the Ninja Turtles again.
Really?
Yeah, they're redoing it again. Movie, whatever.
Sure.
And I really kind of hope that they go back and put that in the 80s.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah.
You know, I would love to see that. You know, love to see like a VW van as the turtle van, you know.
Sure,
like
sure.
Absolutely.
Little pizza launcher.
Although I will say that I think that the one thing that the recent movies did well was trying to use a lot of that old classic. See, that's a good example of maybe sometimes it's not a good thing to throw back to the old classic stuff. People didn't like the Bebop and Rocksteady from the movies.
Oh, really?
But they did. They did the turtle van. They did. The shooting of the sewer.
The
lids
sewer
from the
grates.
top. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't see
like
them.
there are like things that they got right. Most of it they got wrong though.
Right, but I think there's a difference between like giving me platitudes and still putting a shitty movie in it. Like I want a good movie.
Yeah, first and foremost.
First and foremost, that is
Give
my
me a good
concern.
story. Give me a good movie.
Yeah, give me a good movie.
Sure.
Like if the Transformers movies were good, then I would probably watch them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you're giving me nostalgia just as a selling point to get me to watch a shitty movie over and over and over again.
And I think that I really wish that more of the fanboys' criticisms were about the movie
movies
themselves.
Yes.
Not what they could be or what they should be. Like let's really deconstruct these movies. Why did the Transformers movies not work? Because it was chock full of racist stereotypes.
Oh God, yeah.
Silly moments, like characters that were unbelievable, no connection, no phony emotional moments that were thrown in there for no reason whatsoever.
Sure.
Megan Fox and her horrible acting.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude! I've been watching New Girl.
Oh yes,
I've been getting caught up on New Girl, and so I'm just watched like the last episode of the last season where she was on, where like she broke up with Nick and she leaves for good.
Right. Oh, and yeah.
I was telling Ariel about this. I said, it's really weird. I like the character that she plays.
I enjoyed her in that series.
I hate her acting though. She's got like no emotion, no expressions at all.
She doesn't. But I think
she always looks like she's like looking off into the distance, like not listening to you.
Yeah.
And has like she smells something bad.
Well, I think
like she's doing Joey's smell the fart acting.
Yes, I think you're absolutely right. But I think the reason I liked it is because they wrote it like for her. Like they made her character like distant and aloof.
Right.
And like because that's all she's
likable.
Right. Well, I mean, but that's because the writing for New Girl is generally pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, and she's able to memorize lines and deliver them.
Well, she can memorize lines and say them. I wouldn't say she delivered them.
But I mean, but they wrote her character around like her natural acting style.
Right.
Like just, like I've never she was a pharmaceutical rep, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's never present, she's never made any connections. I mean, this is really just her acting.
Yeah.
In general.
It's true.
And they just like, well, we could work with that.
Yeah.
Like, but you're just going to be a distant, emotionless, non-connective human being, and then you just act like you normally would.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we get to put Megan Fox in a show, and it's not terrible.
I wonder how their ratings were when she was on that show. I mean, they really played that up. It was kind of ridiculous. I was thinking that she was going to be on for like half the season. She was only on for like 2 or 3 episodes.
I thought it was a little more than that.
Well, no, in the season after.
Oh yeah,
she was on more. Maybe it was later in the season, but like they really made it sound like okay, Zooey Deschanel is pregnant. She's going to be off the show for like half the episode. So we do 22 episodes. 11 of those she's not going to be here. So Megan Fox is going to come in and do this.
Yeah.
But she was only there for like 2 or 3 episodes, and then Jess was back.
Yeah.
Like I was like, that's it. That's really wow. You guys really well done on like selling the Megan Fox is going to be around for a while.
Yeah.
And then she did come back, and it was fine.
Yeah. But anyway, I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it. I just hated her acting.
Oh, I see. I didn't even hate her acting.
I did. I really did. I did not believe
it wasn't a distraction for me.
It was a little bit for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I still enjoyed it.
I bought it.
I liked her character. I liked what they did. I guess I just liked the writing.
Yeah,
I liked the way they
really
wrote her
good
character.
on that show.
So,
yeah.
So that's, I guess, Transformers. That's all I have to say about that for right now. I'm interested to see it though. I'll probably go see Bumblebee. And the kid loves Volkswagen Beetles right now for whatever reason.
Punch Buggy Yellow. I
don't know what it is. He wants one. I have no idea why. And
they're
then
cool cars.
And the girlfriend likes Bumblebee, so that's probably one that we'll be seeing like opening weekend.
No, there you go.
So yeah.
So I need to tell you something.
Okay.
Oh, I think we have enough time.
Do we have time for you to tell me something?
I do.
Okay.
I started watching.
Yeah.
Parks and Rec.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
Yeah.
How far are you?
Like 5 episodes in, something like that.
The first season.
Yeah, first season.
Okay. What do you think?
I like it.
Oh, dude, you if you like it now,
Yeah.
it's gonna get so much better.
Yeah.
You're gonna love the show.
I enjoy it.
I
enjoy it.
think you will love. You'll probably love. It's hard to say. If it'd be Ron Swanson or if you'll like. It'll probably be Ron, but I could see you liking. God, what's her name? Gone. Totally gone. Totally gone.
Bye.
Totally gone.
Bye. We missed you.
Yep.
Toodles.
It's just not there.
No. I like it. And so let me tell you why I'm watching it.
Why are you watching it?
It's for work.
Okay.
So I do social media for a living, and we are coming up with a new brand voice.
Okay.
And it's going to probably be a combination of a couple characters on that show. And since I don't have a reference point for that show,
okay,
I need to go through and watch the show. So I am tasked by my job to catch up on Parks and Rec. Yeah.
You probably shouldn't have told me that while we were recording, because now my mind goes, well, what characters would you use for that?
Right, I know. Yeah.
I'll have to figure that out.
Yeah. We'll talk about it off air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm going to watch some...
April! That's her name.
Wow.
Sorry.
Welcome.
Yeah, sorry.
Which one's April?
She's the young one.
Oh, Aubrey Plaza's
yes.
character? Oh, yeah, I like her.
Yeah.
I like her.
Yes.
She's my little Daria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why that's funny later.
Yeah. Didn't she like play Daria, or didn't she do a sketch where she was Daria?
She might have.
I think she's done it. I think she did a Daria sketch for like Funny or Die or something like that.
Maybe it's possible.
It's
because probably people say that. So,
yeah. Oh yeah, she is absolutely Daria.
Yeah. And wait till you get like when Rob Lowe and
right. Oh, he's on that.
Yeah. He doesn't come on until I think season 3 or maybe end of season 2.
How many seasons are there?
7, 6 or 7. But yeah, when Rob Lowe and I can't think of the actors' names because I keep seeing the characters. I don't know why.
All right, don't worry.
Adam Scott. When Adam Scott and Rob Lowe come on,
right, yeah.
It gets even better.
Awesome.
It gets even better.
All
It's
right.
fantastic. You're gonna love it. I'm so excited that you're watching this.
I'm watching
finally,
it. Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
Oh, Aziz you'll love too.
Yeah.
Everybody on that show is great.
Yeah.
Everybody.
All we have to do is watch The Godfather, and now we're going to be good.
Isn't there something else that we have to watch?
I thought it was just The Godfather.
Is it The Godfather?
Well, because we were supposed to watch Justice League, and we both ended up watching
we both
Justice
watched
League.
that. Yes. Yeah.
So it's just The Godfather now.
Yeah.
All right, that is about all the time we have.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah. We're actually a little over.
Are we?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Fuck 'em.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for listening to us
pontificate.
There is a word that is not in my vocabulary.
Pontificate's a wonderful
word. I don't
word.
use that word often. It really needs to go into the
Prognosticate is another one I like.
Oh, yeah, no, I can't
Prognosticator of prognosticators.
Nice.
Punxsutawney Phil.
That's a little Groundhog Day reference there. All right, well, we'll see you guys next time.
Later.